Okay, so first of all, hi everyone. Welcome to this talk about vision improvement, and thanks for coming here. I'm very excited to stay here because it's my first talk here in England. I used to live in Edinburgh and now I'm in Wales, and I love Bristol, so I'm very happy to share with you this, okay? So before, I would like to know if anyone knows the Bates method, if anyone has practiced before, or if you have read something about, or just, okay, you read something, okay, a few people, good. Okay, good. So about today, I'm going to explain what the Bates method is, how it works, and also we will practice a few exercises. And then I will tell you about my story also and about another testimonial. So we can start, and if you have any questions, so at the end of the talk, you can just ask me, okay? Well, so for starting, we should talk about what the Bates method is. So the Bates method is a natural alternative to glasses, contact lenses, and eye surgeries. So we can say it is a system of visual reeducation based on relaxation, but not only on relaxation, okay, but mainly on relaxation. Okay, but how did the Bates method start? Okay, the Bates method started with William Bates. So William Bates, you have here chairs, or yeah, maybe that. Okay, so William Bates was an American ophthalmologist who was born in 1860, and he was like a traditional doctor. He was a teacher in the ophthalmology school, university, but one day he started to feel very unhappy with his own practice. Okay, he started to see how his patients always came back with the same trouble or even worse. So Bates started to think, okay, maybe glasses are not so effective, as we think. So then Bates started to do his own research about this. Okay, Bates started to analyze many eyes from people with good eyesight, eyes from people with poor eyesight, even eyes from deaf people and deaf animals. He opened the eye, he saw the muscles and everything. Because he was an enthusiastic, he wanted to know everything about it, okay? So with all this together, Bates, his conclusion was that, you have a chair here if you want, okay? Yeah. His conclusion was that vision is variable and it can be improved, okay? So, people with poor eyesight and people with good eyesight are using the eyes of a different way, okay? So, according to Bates, visual problems are due to stress. So, any mental strain can cause a stress on your eyes, and then you squeeze the eye muscles, and then you see blurry. Okay, so we have to know that if this is the eyeball, we have several muscles inside and outside, and according to the muscles you are squeezing, you can develop one visual trouble or another. Okay, so William Bates, he was the Bates method creator, and he published his famous book Perfect Sight Without Glasses in 1921. So he was the first one in doing this. Okay, and he solved many problems of many people in that time. That was 100 years ago, okay? And about the Bates method. When we start to practice the Bates method, we have several aims, okay? First of all, easy. We want to return to the natural, normal, and clear vision, okay? That's what we want. But if we go deeper, what we want is to stop of squeezing the eye muscles, okay? And if we go more deeper, we want to stop the mental strain, because that's the cause. Or if we cannot stop it, we want to release that mental strain. Okay? So definitely, in conclusion, what we want is to change bad visual habits for good visual habits. Okay? The Bates method is all about habits. We want to change a habit. We want to integrate healthy habits to our vision. Okay? As if we do yoga, qigong, whatever thing is the same. Okay? But in our vision. Okay, but how can we get this? Okay, so Bates say that there are 3 things which are present in normal vision. These 3 things are the 3 principles of the Bates method. Okay, these 3 principles are movement, relaxation, and central fixation. So these 3 things, we can say that they are like good visual habits. Okay, people with good eyesight use that. When they look, when they see, they have relaxation, movement, and central fixation. And people with bad eyesight use the opposite: fixation, tension, and diffusion. Okay, so the 3 principles work together at the same time. I mean, there is no one without the other. There is no movement without relaxation and central fixation. There is no relaxation without movement and central fixation. And there is no central fixation without movement and relaxation. Okay. So, well, let's see how it works, each one. Okay. Because if we start for relaxation, it's very easy, I think. I think you can understand what it means. But a relaxed mind and a relaxed body means relaxed vision, okay, relaxed eyes. The more relaxed your eyes are, the more they can move. But this is without tension, no tension, without squeezing anything. And if you think about your body, for example, if you are very angry and you are tightening everything, you are in tension, you are not relaxed, you cannot move freely. You cannot move, okay? So it's the same, because we have muscles inside, okay? We are talking about the same. Okay, about movement. As we know, we are in movement. We are on Earth, and our eyes are in movement too. And a healthy eye is moving all the time. It can make until 3,600 saccadic movements per minute. The saccadic movements are tiny movements that you cannot see. If you look at the eyes of someone, you cannot see them, but they are there. The eyes are moving, okay? So people with good eyesight are moving their eyes all the time, and people with poor eyesight do less saccadic movements than the other people. Okay, so the thing is, the more relaxed your eyes are, the more they move, and they can see more clearly. Okay, so the normal is to move the eyes and to move the head. I don't know if you have seen, I'm sure you have a toddler with an iPad. I don't like this example, but I see this every day. And if you can see, like, the kid move the head from one side to another, okay? That is normal. Okay, for us it's different because we are bigger, we have a bigger head. But we have to move. When we read, we have to move slightly the head, and we have to move the eyes. And also, about movement, there is something called the opposite movement, okay, which is another key in the Bates method. The opposite movement is the perception of movement of static objects. For example, if you are in the train, bus, walking, whatever, you are walking and you can see the landscape going by, okay? For example, if you remember the train, you look at the window, the things are going, but the things are not moving. The landscape is not moving. It's you, because you are in the train. The train is moving with you. Okay, so be aware about this movement. Helps to relax the vision a lot, okay? And helps to open your periphery, which is really important also in vision. So for me, for example, that was a big change for my vision, because before my world was static, okay? So there are opposite movements all the time in our life. Right now, I'm seeing one. Now, another one. So every time you move your head, you move your eyes, you can see one. Okay, it's more about to be able to perceive it rather than other things, okay? And it helps to relax. Okay, so with all this, we have the 3 principles, but also there are 2 more principles. They are not here. There are memory and imagination. So to be able to remember things, visual things, to imagine visual things, things in movement, is something that people with good eyesight can do, and it helps to improve your vision, to stimulate your vision. Okay, so in our exercises we do that. Okay, because with all this, what we do is the Bates method has several activities, exercises, techniques, and doing these activities, we want to integrate the principles: movement, relaxation, central fixation, memory, and imagination. Okay, so let's see a few activities. And central fixation, I didn't explain it yet. Okay, central fixation means that you can see clearly what you are looking at the center of your visual field. Okay, so sometimes we try to see all well at the same time, but this is not possible. The human eye doesn't work like that. Okay, we can see clearly what we are looking at the center, and that means like about 5% of our visual field. Okay, so if we want to see something, we have to move the head, we have to move the eyes, the head, and then we build the whole image. Okay, so again, it's everything connected: central fixation, movement, and relaxation. Okay, well, now yes, we can see the activities. Yeah, the techniques. Well, we have several techniques we can use, but like the more popular is sunning. Here is not easy to do it because, well, you know. But, well, sunning is very good. I love it. And you have other options if it's cloudy. But, well, it's simple. You close the eyes. You close the eyes. It's not like sunglasses. It's different. And then you face the sun and you move your head side to side, okay? So if it's not sunny, you can do sky. It means you open the eyes. Is cloudy, so you open the eye and you blink softly, and you move your head side to side. But you can find these activities if you Google it, so no worries. And also, sunning is very popular, and palming, but I'm not going to explain palming now because we are going to practice palming. And then we have skying, I told you. And the sway, the long swing, shifting, activities for movement, okay? Okay, so from here, we know what the Bates method is. We know how it works. Okay, who benefits the Bates method? The Bates method benefits to everyone. Everyone. I mean, all visual conditions can be healed. Astigmatism, farsightedness, nearsightedness, sighted eyesight, lazy eye, and strabism, everything, okay? So every case is different, but it helps. Also, it's good for adults and children, and I will tell you about children later. It helps with eye diseases, and obviously for prevention of visual troubles and eye diseases. Okay, so with all this together, I will like you analyze a little bit the current situation with vision, okay, today. Because today more people see blurry, more adults and children need to wear glasses than the past. So I wonder why. I guess you know. Because, well, it is because nowadays, we stare computers, screens, books under the same lighting. Okay, so we lose the variation and the acuity, and we are looking close all the time. Okay, and in addition, there is something that is funny because the human eye was designed for looking at different things at different distance, different colors, with different lighting. So right now we are living lives very unnatural, okay? And there is something which is called the ciliary muscle. The ciliary muscle is a muscle which is in charge of looking far and looking close, okay? So when you look close distant things, this muscle contracts and the lens becomes thicker. And when you look far, this muscle relaxes and the lens becomes thin. So if we are all the time looking close things, we don't relax. I mean, that muscle doesn't move. And what happens when you don't move a muscle, but any muscle, okay? Well, the muscle becomes like weakened or, it's not as strong and loses the flexibility. But that happens with the whole body. For example, if my muscle, if I'm all day like that, tightening this, and I do any movement more, so probably I will lose my flexibility. If I'm like that all the time and I don't do this movement, I will lose also my flexibility, but I will not be strong at all, okay? So with the eyes it's the same. We have muscles and they work like muscles. Okay. And well, when that happens, usually the common response is to wear glasses. Okay. Bates method teachers suggest to practice the Bates method, but usually people wear glasses. Okay. And what's wrong with glasses? Okay. Well, I don't know if you can remember the first time you put on your glasses. I don't know. Someone can, and someone. If you want to shade it, maybe?
It's terrible. The whole world is distorted and nothing matches up. The vision through the eyes is different to the world.
Yeah, and there is something over your nose, actually. Nobody thinks about that, but your nose doesn't mean that purpose, to have something here. And, as you say, you have something here. I remember I was 6 years old, and it was so annoying because I had something in front of me, in between the wall and me, and I didn't like it at all. I mean, it was like, oh no, I don't like it. And it was only for a day. Okay, and with glasses, happens that they promote the opposite to the natural vision. So do you remember the 3 principles? They promote the opposite. Okay, the opposite to the 3 principles, the bad habits, is fixation, tension, and diffusion. So they promote that. Okay, so in addition, they avoid the movement. Okay, they avoid the movement because if you move, you cannot see well. Okay, and they narrow the periphery because you have something there. Okay, so they make your eye muscles weaken because you don't move them, because you don't need to move them. Okay. So, in conclusion, with glasses, okay, your eyes don't have a good health because you are still squeezing the eye muscles, okay? Because you don't heal the cause of your trouble, which is mental strain, and you squeeze the eye muscles, again. So, what happens? It happens that probably you will need a stronger prescription, sometimes not, or another problems, as dry eyes, or tired eyesight, or eye diseases, especially if you have a high prescription. Okay. So definitely you can see clearly, but your vision, your real vision, your own vision, gets worse. Okay. So I will tell you later about how can we do if we have like a big dependence on the glasses, okay? I will tell you about the practical things later, okay? Now I would like to speak a little bit about the children's eyesight, and then we will go to the practical things, okay? So children's eyesight. I like to speak about that because, I had my first visual trouble when I was like 6 years old, and I didn't want to wear the glasses. So with children's, it's super easy and quick. Okay, this is because children have more brain plasticity. I mean, they can change easily, quicker than adults. But this is because if you think about the children, I mean, if you think about a muscle, they have been squeezing the muscle not so long time. They have not been wearing glasses for a long time. So to recover the muscle, if it's like that, to recover to here, it's not so long. It's easier, okay? In addition, they don't like to wear glasses, okay? Well, some children like. And the Bates method activities suit really well with them, okay? Because we do lots of activities with movement, with trampolines, balls, with adults also, but less actually. But well, they love it, okay? So it's really nice with children. And now, and now we can speak about the practical things, okay? But what can we do for improving the eyesight, for having a good health? Okay. Obviously, practice the Bates method and the natural alternative to glasses, because today you can find more than the Bates method, okay? And what is important? To breathe and blink. I know you are breathing, I know you are blinking, but you know what I mean when I say that you need to breathe deeply, to empty properly and to feel properly, and blink. We don't blink enough. We should blink in between 3 and 8 seconds. I don't want you to count the seconds, but and when you blink, you should do it like softly. You don't need to do like that. No, it's like something softly and gentle. You don't have to move these muscles much. It's something very easy. And well, and especially when we are in the computer or doing something very important, we think that if we blink, we are going to lose everything. Okay, and no, it's like a reset for the eyes. So it's really nice to blink. Okay, so also it's important. Don't forget the periphery. Okay, it's important to know that there is something here. There are things around. We cannot see them clearly because we are looking at the center, okay? But there are things around, okay? It's important to be aware about that, okay? To open your periphery and don't have like a tunnel vision, okay? What more? Yeah. If you feel tired, take rest. I mean, try to be aware about your eyes, how they feel, how you feel, because sometimes I'm sure if you can focus on that, you can feel that they are tired. As you are tired, your eyes can be tired. Okay, so if you are tired using the computer, just take rest for maybe a minute or two, but you can. You can do palming or you can just look far if you're using the computer and relax, okay? Also, it's not here, but obviously to practice exercise, something which involves movement and breathing. So it's really nice. You can choose whatever, yoga, qigong, tai chi, just walking, so whatever you feel, okay? So well, with all this, now we are going to practice a few exercises and then I will continue with the talk, okay? So well, for starting, we are going to practice the eye massage. Okay, the eye massage consists in massaging 4 points around your vision. So you will close the eyes, okay? You will remove the glasses, but later, no worries. And you will do circles, okay, in the 4 points. Here, cheekbones, temples, eyebrows, and the bridge of the nose, okay? So then you will make circles. You can choose clockwise or anti-clockwise. And I will count the breaths. I will count 5 breaths. So then I will say, okay, another 5 breaths to the other direction. So in total, 10 breaths in each point, okay? And then I will tell you, you go to the temples, eyebrows, and the bridge of the nose, okay? So I will guide it, so no worries. So before starting, you need to take off your glasses. So if you want to leave them here or something, but don't break them yet. Okay. And comfortable position, so shoulders down, straight back. You can support your back on your chair. Relaxing your shoulders, head in balance with your neck, so you can go forward or back. And then you can close your eyes. And you are going to place your fingertips over your cheekbones. And then you are going to start to breathe and to make circles. So inhale, exhale. It's something softly. Keep your eyes closed. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Now you change the direction of the circle. Inhale, exhale. Keep your eyes closed. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now keep your eyes closed. If you need to rest, you can place your hands over your knees or whatever. But now you place your fingertips over your temples. And you start to make circles. Make it in balance. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we change the direction. Then open your eyes, keep your eyes closed, and start to breathe there. Head in balance with your neck. Don't collapse there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now you can place your fingertips over your eyebrows, and you're gonna start to make circles, gentle and softly, inhaling, exhaling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now keep your eyes closed and you change the direction of the circles. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 4, and 5. And now the last one, just place your fingertips on the bridge of the nose and you start to make circles, really gentle, don't press too hard, and breathe there. 2, breathe in, breathe out. 3, 4, 5, and then you change the direction. Softly making circles. 2, breathe in and breathe out. 3, 4, and 5. Now you can release your hands, but don't open your eyes yet. You can do whatever movement you feel. You can stretch, move your shoulders, whatever movement that you need to do. And you can slowly open your eyes. And don't put your glasses on yet. And you can just feel the sensations How do you feel the eyes? Open slowly. And you can look around. Okay, how are you feeling? Relaxed? Yeah, you look like you are going to sleep now.
Well, so are they, it's supposed to be very gentle, or is it supposed to?
It's
It's a lot
gentle,
much sharp.
everything.
Very, very gentle.
Everything gentle.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like massage. Okay. It's not like an Ayurvedic massage. Okay. Good. So this one, this technique is very easy and quick. Okay.
Did you say you should blink every 3? Do you need once every 3 to 8 seconds, or 3 to 8 times a second?
No, in between 3 and 8. So you can, but it's something like you don't have to count it. It's just you be aware that you are blinking or not. Okay. That we should blink often, but softly. Okay.
I don't think I could go 3 seconds without blinking.
No, but it's something you don't need to count. So people sometimes don't blink for a minute or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So if we have time, we can do like the blinking exercise. Not sure. Okay. So we are going to do now palming. Palming is a classical in the Bates method. It comes from yoga actually, but William Bates took it from yoga, as many things. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So palming. For doing palming, we have to cover the eyes, the closed eyes, with the hand palms. Okay, so hands. Our hands are like that, are like bones, slightly bent. Okay, but you don't tie. It's something you don't put tension on your hands. Okay, so fingers of one hand over fingers of the other hands. This is the position of the hands. Okay, and it will be here, so the nose remains free. Okay, so you can breathe. Okay, and before starting, please. Okay, very good, students. Okay, I want to explain you a few things before, because palming, if you are like that, it can be uncomfortable for your shoulders and elbows. Okay, so here is like that because we don't have much space and much time. But I'm going to explain you how to do it if you want to do it at home. Easier, okay? So, one thing is, if you want to do a palming at home, you can sit. Because with palming, we don't want to do, we want to be in a line, shoulders down, okay? We don't want to stay like that or like that, okay? So, for example, if you decided to do it, you can sit on the floor, and you can bring a chair. And you can support your elbows here. I don't know if you can see me, something like that. And you can support your back on the wall, okay? So also, if you don't need a chair because you are super flexible, you can just come here, okay? Whatever you choose. So, also, I mean, there are many things. If you are at home and this is the bed, you can just come like that, or as I am, like that. But in my case, I will need cushions because I'm coming down. Okay, I will need cushions, pillows, or something, or boots. Okay, so whatever thing you feel with a table, whatever thing, you can try. And also, you can lie down on the bed. Okay, I like to do it on the bed, but I need to put. I mean, as I like that, I put cushions here. Okay, that's another way to do it. But here we are going to do it like you are. So, again, the position is really important. So, head in balance with the neck. And here, put your shoulders down. And before starting palming, we are going to rub the hands with energy because we want to create warmth. We want to warm the vision and the eyes. And then we can close the eyes and we can cover the eyes with the hand palms. Put your shoulders down and there start to focus on your breath. Inhale and feel the air going to your abdomen, to your thorax, and to your upper chest. Exhale, release. Feel the air going out from your upper chest, thorax, and abdomen. And feel like your eyes are breathing. When you inhale, the eyeball becomes bigger. And when you exhale, it's smaller. Release. Relax your shoulders, straight back. And you can feel like from your hand palms, one liquid is coming and it's wrapping your eyes around. Smoothie and warm. It's like a bath for your eyes. Keep breathing. And from there, keep your eyes closed, but you are going to remove the hands slowly, slowly, and then you can feel the sensations around your hand and your eyes. And you are feeling like the light is coming. From there, keep your eyes closed, and you can do whatever movement you feel. You can stretch your arms, moving your shoulders, your neck, whatever thing you feel. So from there, you slowly, no rush, there is no rush, you can open your eyes with gentle blinks. And you can look around. Okay, how was it? What do you feel? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Whatever thing, no worries. You can say whatever, yeah. But it's very relaxing because it's. Did you feel like it's warm? Yeah. 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 Okay.
Felt like you put energy in it.
Sorry?
That you're putting energy in it.
Yeah. Also. Yeah.
I missed the first part. Did you say in the first part what these exercises do, how they affect your eyes?
Just relaxation.
Just relaxing.
And also moving.
But does it help you to focus?
Also, yeah.
Right.
This both we have done is just for relaxing.
Yes.
I think later, but I'll explain everything about how it works. Relaxation, movement, and central fixation.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works. But yeah, but also we do exercises that's moving, focusing close and far, that kind of things.
Oh.
We do it, okay? But now we are just doing more relaxation things, okay? Okay, so I don't know if we will have time later for doing another exercise. I'm going to continue with the talk, and if we have time, we can do something else, okay? I think you feel tired, you feel sleepy. Are you going to party later, or? Okay.
No, I would drive 2 hours home.
Wow. Okay, so now I would like to talk about the pinhole glasses. Do you know the pinhole glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. And you also, I saw you before.
Yeah.
You got them. Okay. So I'm going to show them. First, I'm going to explain to you. Okay. Because I told you before that if we wear glasses, it goes in the opposite direction than natural vision, okay? But obviously there are people that need to wear glasses because they work or they have like a high prescription, okay? So for that people, what do we do? Okay, one resource is to wear glasses with an old prescription, with a weaker prescription. I mean, if you have in your current glasses like plus two, so you will wear like plus 150 and in each one, like a 90% of your prescription, okay? And you are going down, okay? Also, you try in some moments don't wear glasses, for example, for something easy. You are at home and you can just try to have your breakfast without glasses, okay? This process is slowly, I mean, not pressure at all, okay? But slowly, you can start to break the dependence on the glasses. That's one resource, and the other one are the pinhole glasses, okay? The pinhole glasses are glasses without lens. Instead a lens, they have a black rim with small holes. So they work as in normal vision because the image comes perpendicularly to the corner. Okay, so you are going to try. So when you use them, you are like doing gymnastics for your eyes because you have to move. You have to focus the image on the center, in the whole center, and you have to move, and they encourage relaxation, central fixation, and movement, okay? And in addition, you can see clearly. Obviously, these glasses are not for driving or doing like exercise or something like that, okay? It's just for a help. If you can use them instead, the other glasses, if it's a help for you, is good. I mean, they are not bad like the other ones. So I have a couple here, and you can try them. For example, if you cannot see clearly far things, you can just try them. If your problem is close distant things, you can try with this, or you can try to look at without glasses and with glasses. You already have tried. You want? Okay. And you need good lighting, okay? Do you need difference? Do you not notice difference? Okay. But also you need good lighting. Here is not like very good lighting, okay?
Yeah, they work well for cinema and television when there's a lot of light.
Similar to television.
No, it says cinema,
Yeah.
but not in dark scenes, only for very bright scenes.
Okay.
They take a lot of the light away.
Yeah. Do you use them for computer?
I don't use the computer now because I have a computer screen I can distance where I can see it without glasses.
Okay. Okay. Are you, do you have like myopia, or what do you have?
I spend a lot of time looking at things close range.
Okay.
So I think my distance reading
yeah, it's
isn't
because
quite
for nearsightedness, it's like amazing. It's like, oh, I can't see that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. For them,
really
it's like,
right.
is there a lens there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have more here, so you need to try them.
It increases the contrast as well, doesn't it?
Sorry?
It increases the contrast.
Yeah,
So
also.
it's like it looks much more black.
Yeah.
Versus it looks grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I tried it work once when there was a presentation. It didn't help because it was.
It was dark. Was it dark?
Wasn't light enough. I mean, there wasn't enough contrast.
You need good lighting. Yeah.
You need to have a bright,
Yeah,
bright
because it's
light.
dark. It's already.
And they had the lights on in the rooms. There wasn't enough contrast.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, these glasses,
Sorry?
are these like, do you use these glasses as another way to exercise your eyes?
Do you mean that with the glasses? What? Sorry?
Yeah, these glasses that are going around, do you use them to exercise your eyes? Not you, everybody.
Yeah, because when you are using them, you are training. But it's not like I'm not using my normal glasses and I'm using that one. No, it is a help. It helps to encourage the three principles. But you don't need, I mean, some people don't use them and they recover the vision. Actually, I had them, but I didn't use them much. I mean, because I had no like a big dependence on my glasses, I will tell you later. But for some people, it's a really big help. Okay, especially if you have like a big dependence on your glasses. But when you are using them, you are reading, you are practicing the basic glasses. Yeah, because you are moving your eyes.
Will they help with squint?
With that?
Squint.
A squint, yeah, also, yeah.
I'm being quite lazy about using them because it's quite hard work. Like if you read a book with normal glasses, it's easy.
Yeah.
When you're, that's like you say you're exercising, you always want to should you wear them every day? How many hours? Yeah.
I will
Make the vision any clearer in ways. I do, yeah. So you should be.
Yeah.
think the contrast step is
Yeah, well, I didn't
So I would
Yeah.
say like use them for 30 minutes because it's like it can be
As long as it's productive, that
I would
classic
kind
thing.
of think that's looking at because you very sensitive.
Make the
Why change something?
it's long.
No, I think like sharp
But I mean, I think
I mean, I can read it without it, but it's just like, maybe it's like,
Yeah, but actually,
at a certain point on the
try them and what you feel. Yeah, it's not like
Yeah, it's all
the
pins, they can only
small
see one
ones,
hole at a time.
smallest is for people with
Yeah,
make your eyes.
high microages. But
Yeah.
people with maybe 8.
Yeah, because there's no lens, it's not
restrictions.
sort of stopping your eyes from
8
moving.
you know, for example, -8 in the yeah,
It's the same. It's exactly the same. It's just like
There's no difference to it.
As she said, that
No, it's not that.
or is it more just like a crutch?
Well, I think it's not harmful to the lenses problem, I don't know if well, there's other people that do things
I think tell me when you say
yeah, so some people say that's the eyes to work out, some say these are just you get them online, I think they're
The way the image comes in.
I think it's 15 pounds for 2 pairs and
it's got to be actual,
yeah. Yeah. You could do
Okay, do you feel different? Really? You have your Okay, thank you.
it's like decent.
Thank you.
So are they meant to be like permanently good for your eyes? Wearing them, does that make
Yeah, but
long term
the intention is not to change one glasses for the other ones. Okay? The thing with these glasses is okay. Does it help? If it helps and you don't wear the normal glasses, you can use them, and it's going to be good for your vision. You are going to improve, but I don't recommend them like okay, you have to wear them like for an hour every day. No, I mean I prefer you don't wear your normal glasses because they put a lot of tension, and then you wear the other glasses. Okay, but you have to try them and then to see it. For some people it's like amazing, and for other people they don't notice much difference. It depends on the person. Okay, in my case I didn't use them much, only for something very specific for waking up my lazy eye. So because I will tell you later if you want, but it's not like about because I didn't have like I was not like depending on my glasses, so I just take it off. So it
But
depends.
would you say it's better to wear these than to wear no glasses at all?
No, don't wear glasses at all. It's okay. It's perfect. But if you are struggling because you don't see, you can use them, and they will help you, and they will help you to improve the vision.
sorry. I'm laughing because I just can't believe that I
Okay,
don't recognise
that's fine.
anybody who turned up at my house. So obviously I would, but
Yeah. Okay.
I'm yeah. Thank you. I'm laughing at this. I'm just laughing myself.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so so some books that you can find like helpful. So you have Vision for Life. These two are my favorite. Okay, Vision for Life by Meyer Snyder. I will tell you his story later because it's amazing. And this book is really nice for exercises, routines, and everything. Very complete. Okay, routines for myopia, for everything. You can find them, and for eye diseases. And also this book is called Take Off Your Glasses and See. And it's by Jacob Leiberman. And this one is really good because it talks about emotions and feelings, what you feel when you are wearing glasses. how you change, how your way to act can change just for wearing glasses. It's amazing. And also with exercises. He's an optometrist. Okay, and now, well, from my side, well, you can find, obviously, I do workshops and one-to-one lessons. My next workshop here in Bristol is on the 25th and 26th, nearby in Yugasar. I don't know if you know that, but it's close here. And also the one-to-one lessons I do is in Cardiff because I'm there. And well, I also am holding retreats in Spain. And obviously, if you Google it, you can find many things on the internet, videos, tips, my blog. I post every week something about vision, so you can check it there. And it's really nice to share your experiences with vision improvement, with someone who is doing the same. I mean, people who are interested in improving the vision. Okay. And well, this is my contact, but bye. Okay. Yes. And now I'm going to tell you about 2 testimonials about vision improvement. The first one is by Meir Snyder. He's the guy who made the other book, The Vision for Life. I can write it down later if you want the book or something. So, Meir was born blind because of congenital cataracts. Okay, so he used to read in Braille and to write like that because he only could see lights, spots. Okay, the government said that he was blind. Okay, so when he was a teenager, he found a person. He met someone. And that person spoke with him about the Bates method. He told him about the Bates method. And he said, okay, I can try it because I cannot see, so why not? So Meir Snyder started to practice every day for many hours, but you don't need to practice so many hours, but he was practicing sunning for an hour and palming for 2 hours a day, okay? So then he started to see, okay? And today he holds a driver license. He always puts a driver license in his books. And he's a Bates method teacher also, a naturalized teacher. He lives in the States, and he's very famous. He's going to come to Edinburgh because we have a big event for vision improvement, and he's coming to speak about that. So and this is his story, and I think it's very rewarding and to know about him. So if he could, always with my students when they come and they say, okay, I think my case is very hard because I have a high prescription. I say, okay, if he could, you can do it for sure. Okay, you decide actually. Okay, and now about my story. Okay, so when I was 6 years old, the optometrist said that I have astigmatism. So then my parents bought me glasses, but I didn't like them, not at all. So because I explained to you before that I didn't like to have something in here, and I was feeling very sad, very, very, very sad. So I only used them for 1 day. But my mom said, okay, she said, it's okay, you don't need to wear them, that's fine, because my feeling that was, I could see, okay? The optometrist said that I had to wear them all the time, but I was like, no, I'm okay. So my mom said that it's fine, we respect your decision. And, well, my mom is a Reiki practitioner, and she started to do Reiki on my eyes, every night for an hour for many years, until I said, stop. No more, you can't, please. Yeah. So and then I was at the school, just everything normal. And when I was 10 years old, I was with my mom in a bookstore, and then I found a book about the Bates method. It was something like heal your vision naturally, and I say, oh, this is amazing. And I persuade my mom, just please buy this book for me. I'm going to do it every day. You have to do it. and she bought the book for me. I
And
didn't
what-
do it
sorry
every day. What?
To interrupt. And were you having difficulty seeing from 6 to 10?
I didn't feel it like that, but I couldn't see. I had astigmatism, but far. But when I had a problem to see, I could go closer. That was my style. Yeah, I couldn't see something on the board, so I was going close. But my school was very open. They were, that's fine, no worries. Okay, so then I started to practice. I mean, I read the book, but that book wasn't for kids at all. So today when I see the book, it's like, okay, I couldn't understand anything, but I marked the book, but it was like, okay, mantras, a lot about nutrition, and many exercises, but very boring. So I left it, and I forget it. Just I left it, I forget it, and when I was 18, I wanted to drive. So I went to my eye test, and it was like, okay, the guy was freaking out. He said to me, you don't have more than an 80% of vision. I mean, with both eyes together, my vision was less than an 80%. Because he said to me that I developed hyperopia. So this is nearsightedness. No, farsightedness, sorry. In Spanish it's the opposite. It's hyperopia. You don't see close things, okay? But young people, it's not like old people, okay? So I had hyperopia, my astigmatism, and a lazy eye. So it was like, okay, you have to wear them all the time. You need them for driving for sure, and you need them every day. And I was like, okay, I mean, that's fine. I didn't use them much, but because I didn't like them, but it was like, okay, that's fine. I believe you. And after a few years, I started to change many things in my life, just like the food and more open to many things, doing yoga and blah, blah. And then I remembered that. It was like, okay, I had a book. I remember that book. Where is the book about the Bates method? And just I started to look more information about that.
So were you wearing glasses all this time then?
Sorry?
So were you wearing glasses for years then?
But not much. I had them.
Just
I wore
to
them
drive.
just for driving, the uni, for watching
Ah.
things, but
Yeah.
not much.
Ah,
But
yeah.
but I have them. Yes. Yeah, I have. I think 2 glasses. What, 3? With the first one, I used one day. 3 glasses in my life. Okay. So then, finally, I Googled it and I looked for a workshop. And I used to live in Barcelona. And then one person was going to do a workshop very, very soon. I decided to attend the workshop. I was very excited about that. And then there I just left my glasses, okay? That's true that for me it was easy because I had no like a big dependence on them. But it was like, okay, I don't need them, okay? I'm going to practice. And then I started to improve my vision, okay? So well, I started to improve my vision and I started to practice, and after I decided to do my training, it was in Barcelona also, my training, and well, after a few months, I went again to my eye test for my driving license again. I had to renew my driving license, and then they say to me, okay, you don't need glasses at all for driving. Okay, so that was like amazing for me. That was like okay, I'm going the things good, so that's my story, okay? and now I think it's done. Yeah, if you have any question, thanks for coming, for your time and for your attention, and you can ask whatever you want because we have time, yeah. And well, yeah, and if it's something very personal, you can come later. Yeah.
Do you still have both your eye tests?
Sorry?
Do you still have both of your eye tests?
If
If you have the eye test from your first driving lesson,
I have actually, I have my two driving license. I should do like him because in the first one it says, the first one says that you need to wear glasses, and the second one says anything. Yeah, says nothing.
What's that? Spain, you have to say whether you need glasses or not.
In the driving lessons?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like and I just because they're coming. In the Spanish driving license, there is like a number, and there it means that you wear glasses. You need to wear glasses. Yeah.
In England, they don't do that.
No?
They You don't have to say whether you wear glasses or not. You just have to say that you can.
If someone,
see whether or not.
if a police just stop you something and he can check it.
Yeah, you can
But-
check whether you can
Yeah,
see
but
whether or
he
not. Yeah.
doesn't because it's ridiculous because
In England,
you don't wear a contact
you can't
lenses.
do your driving test without being able to read a certain distance.
Yes, you have to read a number plate before you take the test. Yes.
20 metres, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's 20 metres. Yes. Used to be 25 yards, 20 metres. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be able to read the number plate. You can't take the test. No.
You can hold
Excuse me.
Yeah.
In Spain, do you have to, when you go for a driving test, do you have to read a number plate from a certain distance?
You need to have more than an 80% of vision
So
for
it's down to
driving
the
in Spain.
So it's down to the optometrist?
Yeah.
Okay.
The optometrists do that.
It's only 50%. I mean, well, we call it 50%. It's 24.
Yeah, there are some countries that you need to have less, but
Yes.
here in the UK, I don't know.
If you here, if the optician says that you can, your acuity